Hello, we do. Um, as always, a few things have changed since last time. Made a decision, so having done all this crap, I copy and pasted the same thing on the other side. It wasn't too hard. So yeah, we do need two of these for one thingy. No face cam? No, not anymore, unfortunately. Ooh, it's a rain cloud. How you doing? I was actually thinking of you last week. I was like, where's Rain? Wonder what Rain Cloud's up to. I haven't seen him in a while. How you been? Actually, it's funny you actually say that. I did try the capture card like a week or two ago, and like it tried to display it, and then Windows was like stuttering bad. Something went real wrong. Just doesn't like it. It was like the mouse cursor would like freeze every 2 seconds for like half a second. Working a lot. Sounds like I need a new one. Yeah, work a lot. Swap between day and night shifts and do 12-hour shifts. So yeah, that's yeah, that's a lot of work. For me, it's been a lot of getting up at. Actually, up until recently, it's been up at 5:30 and then home at 6:30. It's like 12, 13, 14 hour days. And then what was it? Like a month ago when I started doing the regular nights again. The only reason I was able to do it is because the hours were forcibly reduced, and I was able to sneak in getting in later. Hello there, Ms. Yotakabe. So yeah, I made up two sets of these. Blended working shifts, but the work, 8 hour work, then bail. Yeah. Like at the end of it, you're just done. I also did all the names and everything. They're really loud. I'm feeling I'm yelling over the top of it. It's to be cool. The thing that kind of turned it down, but meh. So yeah, so this is all wired in. I've got the octopuses. One thing that was missing from last time that I did forget is these filters weren't assigned. So this thing will actually work now. Let the best for the college to fix. That's the way. What was I going on about? I am leaving the option open for, well, now that I've done this, um, I am leaving the option open to maybe push this science over to the other side. Um, the the Zune hard drives, that is, the Zune hard drive production. I can push that over to the other side. Work in progress. Um, so potentially I can pull it out of there and fill in this one. Having said that, though, I'm actually thinking I might, like, this whole length isn't set in stone. I sort of arbitrarily chose a maximum of 8 semi because of the input lanes, but there's no reason why it has to be that way. Worst you can leave behind is unmoved pallets. The biggest crime of a warehouse is not moving something, isn't it? One, 8, yeah, 8. Because there's 8 lanes there, I sort of picked 8 as the range, but like they're gonna line up in the input anyway. It is. It really is. It actually reminds me mislabeling. It's probably second. There was a friend of mine told me a story of a guy who I think it was for another friend. Don't remember the context of it. It's like working for this well, point is that got the job working for this warehouse, and what they would do is jump on the forklift, um, drive over to a pallet, pick it up, drive over, put it down somewhere else, drive off, pick up something else, put it down somewhere else, come back to the first thing, pick it up, put it back to where he found it in the first place, and then did that for like 2 weeks before he was fired. That was quite an interesting thing. And it was trying to justify like You don't think we'd know? I wouldn't notice what you're up to. Oh, what do you mean? Saying like, oh dear. It takes a special kind to do that sort of thing. Um, yeah. So I've just had a spontaneous change of heart. I think I'll add this rocket silos. Yes. Um, at the end, probably not the best idea considering this stuff is kind of high speed, but eh. Mislabel stuff's yeah, that's down the line problem, not a you problem. Alright, let's grab some of that. Plop it all in here. Grab that too. Pop. At some point I would actually like to get back into the main save. I have been progressing that periodically as well. Eating time? Okay. These. Got a boot there. I need my magic home large power pole. Magically is able to fix everything. Get spoken to if it happened by mislabeling. They always know, don't they? They always know. Tried playing the space exploration pack a month or so ago, your brain melted and not been back to it. There's a reason why I deliberately don't play that. I avoid it on purpose. Oh dear. Yeah, system records who made the label. The amount of information that's kept on like warehouse. Oh right, I forgot to put the machines in because they wouldn't flip. It's kind of important, isn't it? Oh dear. All right, let's start it from the top. E. Them. Boop boop boop. It does mean these are potentially broken. That's fine by me. I mean, also, I could do that, but I really just want to make sure the recipe is right. In actual fact, I won't do that. But it is crazy. Funny, actually, because I've been um, in the back room hearing the systems, effectively the back room hearing the systems architects talk about that sort of thing. Like what features they want implemented and, you know, what subscription models they want to set up. That sort of thing. The system wouldn't be coded in COBOL. Oh dear. I mean, it could be worse. It could be SAP. There we go. Fix that minor blunder. And move swiftly back along. Gonna want that. Don't think the silo's gonna fit there though. Could be, but the recent modernization. That's the other problem is that it's one of those if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of things. Same time, it's all COBOL. What was I thinking of? I actually been eyeballing Sweet Transit again. Been thinking about giving it another go. I know it was a bit of a stomachful take the first time round when it first came out. It came out in early access. stuffed a Visual Studio browser style front end on the top of it. That sounds like pretty much every COBOL project. It really does. Literally just a stuff a graphical front end onto it. At least it isn't like a full-on terminal. I've seen many of those. Or where the underlying system is a terminal, I should say. Right. Density. What is that? It's the front panel of a Mac Pro. That's what that is. Rocket fuel and those things. And then... GPS satellite. Those things. I didn't think about that. Terminal part still works. I mean, there's nothing really to go wrong with it. So bad. It is all kinds of huge. I have a feeling this will eat too much stuff, though. Like, too much too quickly. Its current form. Also, that's stupid. I just realized. Doing it like that. That is 110% dumbness. Right. Let's do that again. Only less stupid. There, now it's not as massive. That's what they use, so it's what everyone else has to use. Heard that one 1,000 million times before. I feel like my power connections are going to haunt me in the future. Or should I say my janky power connections are going to haunt me in the future. Right, so we'll plug these in. At some point I would also like to do a running test of this stuff. Huh? That over there. Blah, blah, blah. It should be somewhere in here. There it is. There. Ah, I can make use of the straight through. There you go. For anyone that's just going insane wondering why I'm not using it, there you go. Going slowly insane. I can actually do one better and shuffle this one over as well. It's like Transport Tycoon music. How quick is this? 23.9. Silo one tile too far to the right. I'll get right on that. Actually, you double check that. So it is. So it is. 110% right. Here we go. I'm sad now. It was going well. We stole defeat from the jaws of victory. It's not the end of the world, actually. Literally just slide that over one, like so. That there, and then it's good as new. And in theory, rid of that. Flip it along the x-axis. Should. It doesn't. Oh, right, because that. This was flipped. Then it would make sense. Like that. Maybe the fox. How you doing? Hello. Now, if I flip this again, it should flop into place. Flip, loop, flop. Except for that there. Now, if I was feeling particularly enthusiastic, I would have undid that. Oh, that's obsolete stuff. So, one control units, those things, them things, and thus things. 2, 3, 4 again. These are technical terms. Very technical. I'll just copy the whole thing again. Fine. Probably. Hopefully? Apparently I forgot that too. While I'm completely distracted. Avoiding having to think about, I've completely overwritten that was paste buffer. I think the answer is that I only want to mirror these two. Want to take it any further? It does mean these do misalign, however. Could push the. I don't want to make the container non-standard. Caused headaches in the past. This needs so much brain power. So much brain power. Do you ever need a big warehouse? It seems like the small ones are likely enough buffer. For most playthroughs, yes. But for this one, because I'm putting all 4 items in the one container, I do actually need it. Or at least, as far as I can brain out, it seems to be needed. Because it's 500 inventory slots, which means it should be able to absorb everything and trickle it all out without jamming up. Or at least that's the dream. We'll see if that plays out though. So I could just slide the whole warehouse over, but that requires investment of effort. Yeah, if I was doing a more conventional, train town sort of thing, yeah, the big warehouse I definitely wouldn't be doing the big warehouse. I was actually originally not planning on using it. Then it worked out that I did need it. Yeah, go away from there. That's also on the wrong side. So your unloading station was configured with 8 rocket silos with 4 items, each means 32 total. You have to. Yeah, it's intense. I don't even know if it'll work. It should be a laugh finding out. Something's backwards too. Yeah, there it is. There we go. It wouldn't flip for some reason. I think I was pressing the wrong button. It's also meant, this octopus thing's meant for speed as well, so it rips items out in a real great hurry so I can get the next train in, because train throughput's going to be a big problem. I suspect I'm going to spend hours and hours and hours fixing train throughput problems. And then I question why I do these playthroughs in the first place. And then I do another one. That's what the train limit's for? Yeah. So currently it's set, every station is set to never let a train in when there's more than 50,000 of an item waiting. Currently. And this is only version 1 of the train system. I've actually had an idea of using one of my sequencer systems like I did with the old train controller, the train stop limit train controller. All units, satellites and satellites. Those control units at the top. Been a while since train throughput was an issue for you. With 6 unloads and 2 outputs, you'd be waiting on the output anyway. Yeah. This one is very much, it's not entirely uncharted territory, but it's getting there. I've done a little bit of work with this style of base, a little bit of experimentation. I should zoom out on the entire base. So this is what it looks like. Although I'm having thoughts about cutting the bottom half off and then just using the top side. And then to double the base, I just add the bottom side back in, which was the original plan. But the idea is that the main line, or the central line, is bidirectional, except for that there for some reason. Is that the only one? It's being called. Damn it. Yeah, and then there are holding stations where trains wait at to go to the next step in the chain. Yes, they go into the build, unload, go out of the build, come back to one of these. So a typical train order would look something like this. So they, go to whatever outpost, fill up, go to the holding station, unload. Then, when they're permitted to go into the unload, go back out again. The orders are actually missing this, which is the train refueler. So each exit has a refueling station. I was thinking about it. I do need to push those up as well. So I'm probably going to need to get these crossing each other, annoyingly. Very annoyingly. I may even need to change it to 6 or 8 lanes. 8 lanes because 2 go to the right, 2 go to the left. That's me always forgetting left from right. I could say east and west, but I do the same thing. East and west. Signal. Apparently faulty. So yeah, there's a lot going on that I only in theory know how to do this, but I've never really done it in practice. So it should be a lot of finding out. In theory, the silo should also be further down too. So it's not pushing lots of this rubbish in so high up. But needs some wants and things. Okay. Never know to try. Pretty much. Pretty much. Love train and belt-based builds. Ah, excellent. Something that admittedly I have done and perfected the bot builds as well, but the problem is the end times of bot bases. I should also qualify this by saying I do intend on using bots for the labs. That's the only concession I'll be making. So bots will be used for labs here. There is a whole science thing that I did, and more or less a long time ago, admittedly, and it proved that bots were better for labs. Pretty decisively, actually. I have tested it since, at least I think 1.0 was the last time I checked it, and it was still the same. But yeah, when you do the bot builds, it's it's usually the bot sandwich where you have the tracks in the middle and you got the things either side like that. It's all very clinical and all very like that build does exactly the amount you want, nothing more, nothing less. And then you build up a whole block of it in a city block, and then it becomes what we usually call train towns. Having nothing done by belts and trains makes no sense. It's bizarre, almost heresy, almost but not quite. The heretical things, not using trains. The thing that I was trying to avoid was not losing the copy paste of that. I've lost the copy paste of that now. It's funny, I paste that and I actually do want another one. 3, 1, 2, 3. Might be overcooking it. In fact, I think I am over. Oh, I actually can reduce the space here. End of the world. Slap that there. Tidy up the belt that I made a mess of. Like so and such as. I had a friend who set up bot charge lane thingy. This could follow along the ore patches. The train would be way faster if we put a whole transcontinental bots. Localized production? Yeah. Yeah, there's no... this is something that I'm very, very familiar with. The bot sandwiches are very brain dead. Once you do one, you've done all of them. I finally got that right. I think. Can't be too sure though. Right now, take all of that. Don't think that beacons as well, I suppose. I don't think the rocket silos will flip, so I'll leave them out. Make sure to leave them out. And then they should, in theory, all connect up, but they don't. Because this unload isn't the same. Using a different footprint. Or at the very least, it's using a constant layout. It's work when you have lots of ingredients in small quantities, yeah. Okay. This means I can compact it just a teeny tiny bit more as well. all that up. Cut that off. I think I'll take the slightly longer option. Follow output in the big warehouse backwards for the left ones. Does not surprise me. I would check all of them as well, in case. Technically, I don't really need the big warehouses too. So, output into the warehouses backward? Or is it an artifact? My eyes are going all loopy now. Yeah, I'm blindo. Can't see it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was there. Resolution? Ah, okay. As I say, like, it is entirely possible I just couldn't see it. Yeah, in theory, this doesn't need to be here. You know what happens? Plug. Oh, I can't connect the wire. Okay. So I will need an inserter in this case. Have insert? I don't think I do. Oh, there they are. They're just hidden. Because what I need is a way to shut off the insert of satellites when it is full. I love how just completely haphazard the satellite insertion is. How about we make it a little bit more consistent? Maybe make it like the inner pairs. Why can't I set the cable connection at the big warehouse instead of the silo input? Is there a thing? Yeah, it's only for satellites. I was going to say, is there like a thing now? I think a green wire would be the way to go. So order another 430 terabytes of storage. Sounds reasonable. That should have gone there like that. Down here. What did I miss with the 430 terabytes of storage? I'm just looking back up. Don't know which ones to go with. Don't know which drives. What the go-to these days seem to be the Iron Wolves. Low density rocket control, satellite control, low density rocket. Not necessarily in that order, but they do exist. Three, 2, 3. Except I'll swap them so it's consistent. And now I'm going to do it to this side too. Although it seems I inadvertently did it that way anyway. Is that? Yes. LED Red Pro. I have like no experience with the Red Pros. And they not shingle. Western Digital does like shipping shingle drives. Although I think with the Red Pros, they actually do it right. Don't screw around. All units. There we go. Excellent. Get which ones for a 5-bay homeless running the ladder? You're actually reminding me. If you're actually in the market for a NAS, it's a good idea to hold off because apparently there's a new Kickstarter NAS that's popped up. I've been meaning to try and track it down. But they're looking to more or less maybe not revolutionize, but shake up the market. Sector staying forever now. Because, as you say, like with the Atoms and the Marvels is another one that's common. Because they're all like dual gigabit whatever things, processor from 2015. The NAS market's kind of terrible. And then if you want anything better, you got to go into you're into 8-bay territory, which is $1,000 plus, or what I presume to be €1,000 plus, or maybe €800 plus. I know this because I've been through the pain of shopping for a new NAS. What else was I doing? Okay, so we got the silos. 4 units, thingies, what's it, and kajigas? That. Okay. And the squishy chew. Need a decider. Shopping for computer anything ain't fun in Australia. It is not fun. I was actually looking at what an i7 11, not 11, 13700 would cost. It's like nearly $2,000 just for the CPU, motherboard, and RAM. If you want DDR5, it's ridiculous. Now this produces iPod hard drives. When it is less than, yeah, say cloud. Output 1. Say 260,000. I think that's still only half of what it can hold. And what we'll do is we'll say anything, so any signal greater than 0 will enable it. And it's currently telling it, sending iPod hard drives to it, which is turning it on, enabling it. Local dollar redos. The CPU was like 620, a motherboard's 400 something. Like, there's not not really much in the way of DDR5 boards below 400 at the minute. There are some that are like, think around the 320, 300 range, but they're the really low end chipsets. And then you're looking at like 300 for RAM. At the very least, DDR5 has come down a lot. But yeah, the whole PCI Express 5 and PCI Express 5 DDR5 is brutal. Space research data low. 2 times with WD, my book as a USB device, say €50 each. uh, that's something I haven't heard of in a while, but it is very much a thing. The risk, though, it is a gamble, though, because there's a risk you end up with a shingle drive when you do that. Now, right, so silos are basically done. Oh, here's a thing I prepared earlier, apparently. So, yeah, outputting into the standard bot sandwich, you output into alternating red and yellow chests. The reason being, they take from the red, then they take from the yellow. It stops them from pulling everything, like starting at the outside, pulling in, pulling in, pulling in, and then you end up with an overload in the middle. 2, 6, 7, 8. To flip horizontally. Doesn't look right there. It's because something isn't right there. C for cat. Hang on. 1 second. 2, E, and there we go. How you doing, C for cat? Welcome on in, everyone. Hello, Professional Dave. Coming to scratch my furniture and sleep on my pillow again. Can't say no to cats, can you? Hello, C for cat. How was what wasn't real? It was RimWorld, yes. I was trying to remember. But it was also the Tinderbox map. Those don't know Steve Cat. You should go check him out. He's a New Zealander, and his channel is very much themed around cats. What's not to like? So Steve Cat, this, but I need help. I went to your therapist and was telling her I'm afraid of Backstreet Boys, and she said, "Tell me why." And it's just you gotta want it that way. That's why. I tried. There you go. I tried. I tried. Yeah. I take it it was underappreciated. And that doesn't look right. I double tapped and undo somewhere. Why did the sperm cross the road? Put the wrong socks. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's a mistake you only make once. Yes, yeah, that's crashing into there. Limited number of war crimes. That's good. That's always good. Wearing his business socks. Apparently. He's a professional after all. There's so in the name. Alrighty. Swiftly along. That is the labs are now in. Slightly offset still, I think. 3, 6, 7. Yeah, slightly offset. Can fix it. Might be able to. Yeah, I should be able to. Tile. I am the sky. I am the sky. Doing the follow. That song. It's a Beatles song, isn't it? Oh no, there's another one. Oh, I can't think of it. Wasn't that the song that was used for the intro to Charmed? Yeah, there. Oh no, because it's an even down the middle. It is Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. I had a feeling. I was like, that sounds familiar. I was like, I'm sure that was a Beatles song. A song about it. Yes. It's in the name. That one. I think we did that in school. Music teacher was a bit out there. Didn't Charm change its theme song halfway through due to licensing issues? I don't specifically remember. I mean, I don't remember much of even watching it. The show, I remember that much. A bit bland. Actually, it was above average for that time. It also wasn't Friends. There, I said it. Controversial opinion. Controversial opinion, I don't like Friends. Never did. Same with Seinfeld. Never liked those. Uh, ah. Don't get you started on this topic. Hang on a minute. That's wrong. Now it's right. DVD release, Married with Children was postponed for over 2 years because they couldn't get the license for the Sinatra title song. That sounds like something that would happen in Germany. It really does. The what do they call it? The music body over there. I have heard that they are like the most uptight. They're replaced with something stupid. Yeah, I've heard that they are just the most uptight entity. Like they put the US ones to shame. They're that well uptight. This might not be perfect, but at this point, I'm not too fussed. Do online radio for use of it? They charge horrendous fees for being able to present music. Yeah, I heard stuff like that. It's very difficult to get any kind of licensing out of them. Ooh, a Michelle. They've successfully combined the bureaucracy of Germany with the money hunger of US. It is a dangerous combination, that is. Ooh, Spellmaster's here too. I can actually tap the Roboport. Just occurred to me. Logistics network. Contents. Instant button Kiwi sounds. No, turns out. There is an owl on demand sound though. And do you want anything more in life? And a way to express your frustration because Jan didn't put her ad in the yellow pages again. Oh, you want, where is it?
God!
That one. Some joy out of your friends suffering, suffering in 4th year. Uh-oh. What the hell am I looking at? Here. Second assignment is out of 13 pages for 5%. 5%. Realize I need like 6 things. Uh, so that means this is actually off slightly. Yes, yes it is. Now it's not. Doesn't do good recordings, you mostly need the build up as well as the clip to get. Just sounds like work. It's Veldak. There goes your winning streak. that don't work. Yep, there goes your win chance. I think if I offset like that, it actually helps it. Like that one's there, and then that one's there. And then that one's there, and then if I could actually see over the top of it, that one's here maybe? Question mark? That one's definitely off. That one's definitely on. Using a train system mods? The current plan is not to, but I do have circuit trains loaded. Simple circuit trains, with the theory of reassigning trains, train orders, and eliminating this crap. So it only needs one train stop. Theory, this could actually be a little closer as well. Like so. Something like that. Don't fit. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. Yeah, this is one downside to this particular system is this gets real complicated. Don't have whole stations between stations. I have a stacking area. So one train, if this one requests all 6, I'm gonna move this up here. If all 6 are requested, they will wait in line. Orderly as well. For the requester. Or these. That. That's going to set the requests. I'm going to spend the next 5 eternities programming it. Also, I need to move these. Oh boy. Well, that ain't right. Well, they do go to a hold station further back. I should add. Seven, 8. One, 2, 3. There. Should be right. Probably right. Chocolate posted this week. Tempting me. Want to go get chocolate now? No super roboport? No, the range was kind of stupid and the size was kind of stupid. That was Anzac Day? Pretty uneventful. Not much going on. Tear off the pink cards. Also need to these one by one. Pink, pink, yellow, yellow. Apparently I'm organizing by color, not by occurrence now. Uh, 6. And it is now on the wire to request. Got a bit thrashed? Oh, you watched the hockey. Pink. Hello. Hello. Makes literally no sense for me to copy and paste. Hello. So yellow, yellow. So this one can be blue. Yes. In blue. By the process of elimination, can be the space ones. The thingies. Requesting, 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 and requesting. Excellent. Look, there's a rookie dessert. You're baking up a storm yesterday. Raisin muffin. Ooh, raisin muffins. Chopped chip cookies, gingerbread, also good. Banana bread. Yeah, you can keep that. They should line up. Because if they line up on the first lot, it shouldn't matter. Shouldn't. Doesn't mean they won't. Requesting good stuff. Yes. And yes. Banana has chocolate chocolate chips in it. I mean, it's still banana bread. Okay, now I just got to do that for the other side. I think this is actually a better option overall. Doing it this way. So all of the signs is self-contained now. I just don't know if the thingy can handle it. The other thing I would do is copy it to the top side. Now, am I missing anything from science? Of course, I'll also make that appear to the in between. Yeah, I just won't bother. Won't bother. It does mean this track does extend down now, though. Thinking what to do next. I kind of want to take it into the main save now. So let's save this, because we haven't been in the main save for a while. Like 2 weeks, I think. A few things have changed here as well, because I have been rolling this over. Like, spiders have disappeared. Creeping barrages were had. Creeping barrages were had. Deaths have occurred. Many deaths have occurred. Yeah. I'm actually thinking I might just plug the ME make everything thingy network, just like I did the transcontinental network up to here. Just go all the way up. Now, as far as the Megabase goes, This is the blueprint. So that's the old spacing, so I probably want to push it. Yeah, make the center there, just so I make sure I've got enough room. So I might make that line the main line. So let's go do that. Actually, before we go do that, it's potential to put bots into here. Valuable though. Where's that line there? Just a bit big? It's just a bit big. There's a lot of little odd jobs that I've been working on. I mean, we're going to need to do a lot of biter clearing too. What about the outpost? It'll get consumed. I didn't think it was started, actually. It'll get consumed. I mean, that iron outpost, I built it, and then I left the game running, and then I come back to it, and the whole thing's gone. The whole thing just got nommed in one hit. I mean, the immersites are all gone too. Actually, in saying that, the starter oil here, I ended up where it was. No, somewhere. There it is. There's the remnants of the oil puddle. I realised I left stuff behind. Yeah, and even this one's starting to disappear. Starting to thin out. Sure. So these are my blueprints of the thingy. Aim for that there. Probably start it there. And it actually did start building the old line, but that's obsolete now. Everything's changed. I can barely even see this thing. Get there. Maybe... I don't want it too far from the starter base, but I sort of have to put it too far from this. Oh wait, I can actually demolish all that anyway. I just realised that was the old outpost. In saying that, I think this is still full. Yeah, it's still full of ore. I think they're actually all waiting to unload. I think I will just take the hit. Yeah, let's lay some foundations, I think. I might even push it. Yeah. I want to give myself space. I better push it the other side. Oh, that reminds me. Anti-creep virus capsule. Very important. I would very much like it. I make a start on this crap too. Also the antivirus capsule. The antimatter reactor. Did I play with that? I think so. I don't remember. So I could do that. Actually, in saying that, the spider right here, They need DT fuel cells, which is mildly inconvenient. So power for spiders in this isn't free. DT fuel cells is these things here. Deuterium fuel cells. So I need to produce heavy water fuel cells and tritium. Conveniently, you can just extrude tritium from anything. But like real tritium. I think I mentioned that a few weeks ago. If commercial fusion was actually to become a thing, it would only last like 2 months or something before all the tritium is used up. It's one of the things one of the little side issues plaguing commercial fusion. I think they're actually it was sort of considered to be a problem. It is in fact, it is the literal future meat problem, the fuel issue. But basically, the first goal was to get stable fusion going beyond, like, a few microseconds in experiments. And then, sort out the fuel issue. Yeah, it's like it's meant to be. I think, having said that, there have been some breakthroughs in the fuel situation. I think there was some stuff that happened earlier this year. Yeah, need the breeder. I don't remember where they get it. I think it was... Where they get this stuff from? I want to say it was from reactors that we use for making bombs, basically. I'm thinking of. That's how you normally get the tritium. Unless you want the other tritium that's in Queensland. This is going to be a lot of track. I remember to copy train stop names? Apparently I did. But you did actually... What is that giant track for? This is part of the main base. This is the entrance to the main base. But you did remind me, though, I do need to build a fusion system. So I should probably focus on that. Yeah, it's got Mark II substations in it. I love how, like, you can't even see it all. It's that, It's that big. But yeah, this is what it's getting into. Survivors from the print. I mean, I might send volunteer Veldak to clear all the trees out or something. Ah, that's annoying. But you like stripping maps of every decorative. Another thing that I mean, there's already too many people building. Ah, I see. I've been working on the landfill situation as well. I've had this ticking away in the background. Probably going to need more though, so I need to tap into that, I think. Or that. Both are good options. I think there's a worm there. Still a sushi roll? Still no. I need to look up. There was a base that Shred Guy did with Intertooth and Co. And they did a similar thing, only it was like a 4-lane main bus or something. But it dispatched items down the main bus too, and then the build that wanted it extracted it. So instead of just being a dumb, slow sushi belt, it was like a full-on smart system. Chunk-aligned water. Where is Penguin these days? Seen him in a long time. Sounds like logistics bots with more steps. Yeah, basically, it's logistics bots with a lot more combinators. Yeah, it is. It's more or less the same thing. It's just the Shred Guy one was actually pretty efficient at its job. Single piece of non-water in a chunk. The whole chunk had to be landfilled. I mean, the whole idea of doing something like that is for the lols of it. Single chunk challenge. I almost convinced Kraus. That's funny. I'm actually amazed that I've still got enough track in my pockets. That. Notice how the map keeps exploring more of this crap? Apparently I got a lot of track in my pocket. Every game ever making girls jealous of the Minecraft pocket size. Yeah, how many tons of gold are in the pocket? I'm gonna move from one of the Carolinas to New York. Ah. just randomly made me think of the thing calculating how much Minecraft Steve can carry. And in theory, if I roll into here, then say that I should evil race with that raid. Should, but apparently not able to, reverse back out. Do an evil race. That is probably because it doesn't actually plug into anything, isn't it? No? No, it literally just cannot go there. Go there. Oh, that's wrong. Hey, it's a hell of a stacker. Yeah, this is the entrance to the main Megabase. We're starting to go big now. So that is just the entrance, and then the beginning of the base is like that. So that's what we're up against. Leave to work. All right, have a good one, Memory. Be a fun narrative. It's going to be copied right through everything, isn't it? Yeah. How did the 7 days to die go? I actually saw you had the integration on. I keep forgetting that. Nothing like a good backpack reshuffle. It was one of the things I saw. Only slightly annoying. Yeah, make the trash part deal with it. All right, so that back on. And steam turbines, reactors. Least favorite inconvenience ones. I suppose if there's no sort inventory button, then it is really annoying. That back down. Yeah, this thing wants a DT cell, so we're going to give it a DT cell. So I need to make raw DT cells somehow. Have any crap that's not used? I don't think I do. I mean, this thing's also been expanding too. All here. DT cell. DT cell, that's pretty straightforward. Pop that there, and we'll just tell it to make a bunch. Like 20. Then to charge it up, entirely sure what's required. Assembly machine or chemical plant? I think it was a chemical plant. Do I have a chemical plant on me? I don't think I do. I should point out random things have turned into bigger variants of them, of these same things. It's like, I need things more faster, and yeah, like, just fully beacon, like, one of these, and it does all of, it just grinds up all of the light oil into petroleum gas in one hit. Quite nice. It's just too bad they don't have complementary electrolyzers that do the same work. That'd be really nice if that was a thing. There it is. So yes, the empty cell. Oh, that's right, the heavy water. The heavy water, I think, was the electrolyzer. Yep. Or electrolysis plant, whatever. And then the tritium. Don't remember what that was. It might have been a fuel refine. Was it? Oh, or was it centrifuge? I mean, process of emptying these cells makes a few. Here it is. Lithium, rare metals, and shiny rocks. Probably easier for me to make it here. Yeah, and then charge cells. I am going to make it here. Somewhere. Oh, stick it in front of the ship. That seems like a convenient place for it. There's that skull drumming that we know and love. What? That's no good. Here we go. Now I just need shiny rocks. Shiny rock train doesn't have shiny rocks, apparently. Oh no, you do have shiny rocks. Alright, train. I've actually been using up the crap fuel. Oh, 1.8k in the network. Oh, I know why. Around here somewhere. There it is. 600? 700? Dear. I just say request from buffer chest, I can steal it. Provider. Something like that. I seem to vaguely remember. Look at it go. Seem to remember these being quite slow to produce the heavy water. Yeah, was it 120 seconds? What a while. But at least I can swing round and do all that. I might throw a tank down though. It's just those two things, and then we provide back out. Now, I will connect this to the network, so when charge cells are less than 10, I need a lot. Tank in. Bird, 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 bird. Yeah, it's all waiting on the heavy water. You know, this is just making water. There's literally no reason. Water is in free and infinite, so just all faster. Oh, there you go. It's done. Now, if I request like 10 of them, where does it go? Hey, it puts it in there. Nice. And then I can tell it to keep none of them. It also needs 2,000 rockets, but that's beside the point. So, where's page? It's like, say 2,000, 100, 400. At least the trunk on this is bigger. What am I looking for? Oh no, I got rid of that chest anyway. Some of them. Suppose one of them. Batteries. Leggies. Probably just start it with track. See how we go from there. They insert. I would assume. Apparently not. Makes sense though. Inserting those gets a little weird. And this will last forever. What do I want? Grid. Roboport. Oh, I can't put the leggies in. Oh, I need the electric motor thing instead. Not the leggies. But those things. What are they? 30. $50, no more, though less. These things. Could just put more roboports in. If it's just going to be building, I could just put more in. That's 100 now. They don't stack very well though. We're gonna need to get rid of garbage. And that'd be in the form of the remnants of rocks and trees and things. To take your leave, more cooking. That is a lot of cooking. I wouldn't mind seeing some pictures of all this baking and cooking though. That'd be pretty cool. Nom nom. Not wrong though. Not wrong. I should actually change these out as well. Oh yeah, because I got the teched up armor, I don't take radiation damage anymore. Which is convenient. Just got to put up with all that noise though. Try and walk through the apartment like I did in between. Party there. For some reason. Should be good either way. Just add some more track to it. You think that sound would be annoying, wouldn't it? And you are exactly right. It is annoying. Checking flights. Probably all I'm going to get for a little while. Right, let's grab. I could hot potato it, but it won't well, there's 2 stacks, so it won't count. There we go. Relief. Release. 6. I went with the sniper PLDs. I'm not sure which is better. That though. I'll bring that one up to 6. Time to put these out to pasture. We've got the laser turrets now. Here we go. Excellent. Another little odd job done. Now I should have a spider remote to go with you. Now you can do a bit of that business there. Ammo. We've also finished the satellite, but we finished the anti-creep virus module. Oh, that has poison capsule. Need coal. I can actually handcraft it. Powder, hydrogen chloride, and sulfuric acid. The moon dust, that is, the moon dust powder. 1300 plus USD. Spicy. Get over to Toronto. Assuming it's a chemical plant. Helio. Knee pipes trying to get through here. Alright, there should be sulfuric acid around here somewhere as well. $12 from Prague, probably spend another 6 hours getting to Prague and waiting at the airport. No. Are you Madian? Biolab. Ah. That actually makes sense. Biolab. I need one. But I suppose 30, 50 will do. So the reason I'm just doing it this way is in theory you only need one of these. As I understand it. A poison capsule. Oh, 5 minutes. Can't have that now, can we? Well, that should considerably speed it up. It's already a quarter of the way there. I nearly said halfway there, 25%. Somehow, I don't think 25% is halfway. It's definitely not living on a prayer either. Now it's halfway there. Why? Having a bad time. Probably because it's waiting for stuff to be placed. See the... Oh, that one. Why? I kept looking and I was like, shouldn't I be able to see the range? No, not without the wrong things enabled. Ah. So this thing, as I understand it, all you need to do is fling one. Like that. It actually does damage right there. And if I peel the spider up to here, creeper's gone. Bam, and the creeper's gone. And it should conceivably be gone everywhere now. Permanently gone forever, even. And there we go. No more creep forever. There's another annoying thing out of the way. Repaste this. It went. Yeah. Couple of primes. Just a couple of primes, yes. Did you look those up, or did you type them out by pulling them out of your head? That's the real question. Out. Oh, it's probably out of power. Pull them out of the wiki. Uh-huh. I don't remember where it was. I remember someone that was rattling off primed the first 100 digits after decimal point of pi. That. I don't remember where that was though. Trouble is, it's one of those things where if you can just rattle off random numbers, confidently enough, no one's going to be able to fact check it unless you record it and actually step through each of the thingies. That's basically done. Apart from that there. Might take away the motor and just give it more power. Giant database of interesting. Yes, they do. There's actually a surprising number of interesting sequences. I actually do watch a lot of stand-up maths. What was it called? The linear series. It's an interesting study, but you really got to want to like it. Too lazy in Google. List of numbers that are multiple of 2 primes. Semi-price exists. At some point it's going to get completely filled up with iron too. I mean, I could send a train to do that for me. As in, send an iron train. There we go. Then all I need to do is get that iron outpost out of the way. And, I didn't copy the landfill actually too. And start getting this in. I do want to use up the patches if I can help it. If I can help it, I would like to use them. Monkey there. What the next course of action, though? Probably clear that out of the way. How's that looking? 90,000? That? No. That was where the old centre was. Solution looking. Ah, it shrunk a little bit. It used to be right out to there. I think I'm going to have to, admittedly, like, I'd like to, but I think I'm going to have to face the reality that the base is going to consume a lot of ore patches. And at the end of the day, the base is going to, like, consume entire patches in seconds. Very likely. It'll be just mere seconds. I has a feeling. Dump all of that and that as well. I just need a whole row for trash. Just 800. Slowly filling up with garbage. That's a lot of inserters. Managed to pick up. Oh, because it went over the top of the. Yeah, it went over the top of that. Inconveniently. Actually, really annoying. Don't know that I like that feature. I mean, it'd be nice if it worked in the modded situation. It'd be nice for that. Yeah, one of the last things. Going again. Last thing of the day is in playing around with this as well, giving it a bit of a tweak. I'll grab a copy of that, and maybe we'll turn on that iron patch. See how this new and improved thing works. Yeah, keep going diagonal. It's only a few small tweaks I made to it. I think I added one combinator, or changed the combinator, I don't remember which now. See. Oh yeah, because it's been completely cut off. Gotta go down this way now. I think one of the next things I'll need to do is redo the ME to gear. Oh, it doesn't actually matter. But gear it up for building big. It's going to need to produce all the buildings. Probably need to focus on smelting and circuits as always. As is always the case with building big. power again. Good. That. So with that. Add on. Sneaking suspicion. It's not working as well as I intended. Asking for stuff. Okay, never mind. I up somehow. Oh, oh no, that's it. That's correct. So it was asking for a robot though, which was a bit odd. Yeah, I fixed the logistics numbers because it was for bot mining. Set up for bot mining. Okay, belt Kajiga down. Just worried there for a moment I got the wrong one. But it was fine. Shove me in any old how. It's fine. There we go. And that's ready to go. Not doing its thing. The way this thing's set up, the way I change this is it'll keep every resource and just knock out the ones that I don't want. So in this case, you only want to keep iron. So knock out all those. And that'll then trash the stone and coal. Then, it's gonna all go. What'll be funny is there'll be miners finishing before it's even finished building that thing. At some point too, we do need to go on an absolutely massive outpost building blitz. Like, there's gonna need to be a lot of iron and copper and everything outposts. Get out of power. Oh, actually plugged in. Looking at An unplugged wire, that's what we're looking at. Do the same for copper. I don't know if we'll be able to mine uranium. One of those see how we do type situations. That's just going to continue building itself. Hold that thought. Just realised. Don't think there's a radar here. Right. Making progress. Slow progress, but steady progress. That was some old notes, that's why. That's what that was. Very old stuff, that. Let's get back to base. Get back, and I think that might do it. I didn't do anything with them. Oh well. For some reason I was thinking I needed those to make the fuel cells, but don't. Oh wow, that's shrunk even more. Or stone outpost. The stone is only one that hasn't been converted. I need to get onto that. Preferably sooner rather than later. And then everything's ready to go in the large format. Oh no. No, stone isn't. Oh actually in saying that though. As far as the obsolete things go. This can go. So you know what? Need all that. Poles, substation, big poles, and reports. That should delete everything that isn't a roboport and a power pole, which means I'll only be left with the bot network. Stupid trees. Very handy, that is. And I think that'll do it. I think that'll do it. We've at least placed that down. Got the beginnings of the base, the Megabase ready to go. Trees are natural dragon teeth, and they also eat pollution. I mean, we do have pollution filters as well, these things, air purifiers. I don't really understand how they work. I've never used them before, but they're a thing that exists and works. Six, 45, 18k. Yeah, some of these legitimately will finish pretty quick. There's 1k. Funny. Oh, you're getting power poles. Before I finish. Oh yeah. 20. Surprised it hasn't filled up, that's all. Check. Drills, mining drills, mining drills, mining drills. Yep, there are some poles. But legit only deliver 2 though. Now I'm worried. I may be leading into problem. Yes, yes I am. There you go. Alright. One more heist and then we're done. We're about to roll over finish the first set of just 5 more minutes. Its ingredients are probably wrong, aren't they? Yep. It's amazing it's been that way for as long as it has, and I haven't noticed. That's actually impressive. Oh, also, this is the destroyer capsules thing. So if you noticed that I had destroyer capsules, yeah, this is producing destroyer capsules. Just slap that bad boy together in no time. Wow, yours is actually counting. That's astonishing. The bot has this tendency to not count hours for a lot of people. That's actually amazing that it is. Don't tell Michelle. Because his one was the one where we first noticed it. It was stuck. But pick apart that. And do their thing. Yeah. So that's that issue resolved. Good. Yep, there we go. First mining drill. Well, it's probably not the first. You get the idea. Anyway, I think that'll do for today. So we shall park it there.